evening, everybody. Welcome to the Medusa Games Sunday evening stream, and we're into the third round of our magnificent flying machines competition. Now, those of you who watched last week's race, the presence of Sir Archibald as one of the pilots made for a rather bad-tempered game with lots of CAD symbols and lots of dirty tricks being played, in sharp contrast to the previous race where everyone was very well behaved. So we'll see how well we do this week. So tell us about the course, Richard.
All right, okay. Let me just get it up on here. Well, this is the... Sorry, I was just about to show those the scoreboard from last week. So currently you're in the lead on 56, I'm on 47, Hannah's on 30, and James on 25.
And in terms of the pilots who've made it through to the final so far,
we have Anu Rajan and Amelia Skyfoot are the first two through. Yeah. Okay. So in terms of the course, here we are. So this is Athens to Budapest. The idea of this one. So we're going to be travelling from Athens here through the mountains of sort of Greece and Serbia and that area. There's a field space here, 2 places in, and on it there are 6 town cargoes. They're meant to represent crates of olives, which basically have been made in Greece, and they're wanted in Budapest. You can, if you wish, stop there, grab some olives, and they've got to be delivered all the way over here. There's only 1 town space, you'll notice, in this course. Otherwise, only other special rule is this is the Danube. So we get to Belgrade in Serbia, and then we go across the Danube River, and this is the Great Hungarian Plain, and then you end up in Budapest. So the Danube is +1 to land and take off, but it's 5 points to whoever is first to land there, and anyone that lands can pick up 2 bonus points additional. The 5 points already includes the bonus too for the first person, yeah. But there's 3 other 2-pointers there, so we can all land there if we want to pick up some points. One
other point to note is that, as with all the races, you have to get at least as far as the middle airfield in order to score any points at all.
Yeah.
And that was what happened last week, where due to all the dirty tricks, James managed to prevent Helen getting as far as the middle airfield, so she scored no points, which is why she's so far down the scorecard, despite having been second place on the previous week. So we'll see how we all get on today.
Right, so James, you're starting.
Okay, so I'm going to be a lot nicer today, just because I can't play as many cards.
Yeah.
Could you look away as I look at my cards, please?
Okay.
I'll get you some dice ready for you over here. Yes, because they're sharing the same screen, they have to sort of have a sneaky look at the cards when the other one's not looking. Usually, whenever Helen says she wants to look at her cards, Tabletopia has a habit of sort of putting my cards up into view for some reason. But we'll see if that happens this time or not. And we're still getting the incredible sinking components problem at some point, that various bits and pieces have a habit of sinking through our boards here. Not quite sure why that's going on.
But if you buy the physical copy of the game, you don't have that problem.
You don't have the sinking component problem.
The cardboard's definitely solid. It doesn't let the other bits through.
Right, well, I'm going to try and take off. That seems like a wise choice.
Can I look now?
Yeah, you can look now. So I've got 4 to fly. 4 to take off, sorry.
Yeah.
I need 1. And I have 1.
That's no problem.
So I'm up in the air. Now I'm quite good at flying on, so I don't think I'm going to take any altitude. It is quite a while till we get to the sea, which is where my cargo is. But I think I'm going to try and fly on. So I need 2, and I've got 4 with a spare part. So roll. And I got my 2.
Yep.
Okay, so on you go. You need to flip a weather tile over, I think.
Mm-hmm.
See what the weather is in the space next to you. I'll do that. There we are.
Oh, not good.
Well, a bit of wind.
However, you have goggles, so you can ignore all of those extra symbols.
Yeah. Anyway, he's in this space here at the moment. So are you flying on, or are you?
Yeah, I'll fly on. So I've got 3 to get
4.
4, and I do have a spare part. Okay. So I've got 3, and I'll burn off spare part. So then I'll fly on to the next one. And I'll end my turn there.
You'll end your turn there. So that's 2 fuel cubes you used there.
Now you can draw a card and discard one if you want.
Yes, I'll draw a card as well.
Okay, and then we've got Helen here. So Helen is in a helicopter.
Yeah.
So I'll just give you a card, James.
Oh, you give me one, sorry.
Yeah. Then you'll have to discard one, won't you? Oh.
Yeah. Where? Oh, yeah.
Away.
So,
So I'm just doing something I should have done before the start of this game, which is to set up a few camera angles so that we can zip to the relevant bits. But there we go. Right. So anyway, so it's Helen next, I think. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep, so
I'll just discard that then.
Yeah. Discards over. Yeah, that's fine. Right. So you're on first on the airfield. Are you? Is it going to take off? Or you need some
yeah, so can I just confirm, are these my cards over here?
Yeah, the ones to your right there. Yes.
So if I just replace that one, because that was the one that James picked up
Okay.
originally.
All right. Okay. Yes. The draw pile's over here.
Wait, I don't need to do. Oh no. Okay. Right, so let's find the draw pile.
That's here.
Going over to the other side of the screen.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's helpful. Okay, so I'm just going to have a look at those cards.
Okay. Well,
Before I decide what to do first.
good point. I should have a look at mine actually. Let's see what I've got here.
Okay, I'm going to play this, and I just keep it. It's a boost card, Honourable Pilot.
Okay. Yep.
So if I play a dirty trick, then I have to get rid of that card. But if I don't, I get 4 extra points at the end.
We're going for a clean game. Nice clean game tonight, aren't we?
Yes, I think so. I think we all sort of exhausted our sort of vindictiveness last week. So.
Okay. Right. So
Takeoff.
you're going to go for a takeoff. You got 5 dice.
Yep. Okay. So just put them down there. It's all right. So 5 dice.
Yeah.
Yes.
No problem. So
It's okay. Yes.
You're in the air. There we are.
Oh, okay. So
are you going to fly on, or are you going to go to a higher altitude?
so I'm my guy gets points every time he gets a passenger and drops them off, doesn't he?
He does. Yes.
So, and also,
Yeah.
realised that I actually didn't give myself any cargo to start off with for some bizarre reason. So, oh well.
Yeah.
I'll put them to the side. I guess that is the route I'm going for.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I'm going to pop this down because you've got a +1 for this, haven't you? Oh, we sunk again. Yeah, we've got to remember you've got a +1. I don't know why at this particular moment things tend to sink through the board here. Anyway.
Okay, so I have 4 dice now, then, don't I?
You have 4, yeah.
The +1.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use these 4 over here. Yeah, okay. Wait.
You're flying on. You needed 2, don't you?
I need 1 more, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got
So
a
you
spare
could use
Well-
the flying manual.
Yes, I was going to do that. So I was going to use one of my flying manuals, so I get to ignore one of the terrain.
Yep. That's right. Okay.
things.
So you've flown on. No problem.
Yeah.
Just move you on a
I'll
bit.
move on to the next one.
Okay. So you're going again, or you'll be down to 3 to get 4.
Let me have another quick. I'll give it a go.
All right, yeah.
3 to get 4.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Come on.
Okay.
Ah,
Got 2.
hang on. I could just use 2 more of my flying manual, couldn't I?
Good,
Oh,
yeah.
wait. Hang on. I could use 1 of my flying manual. I've got 2 spare parts here.
Yep.
I think I'm going to use this 1 spare part and 1 flying manual
All right. So
in order to pass that.
So you move on. Again. Are you going any further, or is that it?
No, I'm going to stay there now.
Okay, so you have a draw a card.
2 fuel.
Yeah, you use 2 fuel. Right, so I'm going to start off by actually playing a card with my fancy paintwork. I've used fancy paintwork the last 2 games, actually. Oh, the scoreboard error is the other thing I've had, isn't it? Okay, play it on the ground to gain 2 extra points. So I will do that. Go and grab me 2 points. So they are.
Right, it's sensible that at the start of the race is when your plane's looking at the prettiest, so
Yeah.
you're going to get a prize for it
So
before
chuck
it
that
goes
over.
anywhere.
Chuck that over there. Do discard partners. You can sort that out. Okay, if we go for takeoff then. So I've got 4 to take off. Grab that dice over there. Put that into here. That's it. So roll. Do that roll properly. Okay, that's 6 whatnots. So that's it. No, so no, 2 takeoffs rather. So that's 2 takeoff to there. And I should then fly on with my 6 dice. So I'll grab a couple more from over here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, 6 dice. Here we go. Where's the roll command here? That's it. It's not actually, isn't it? Okay, so looking for 2, and I've got 6 or 7 or 8 or something stupid. So I shall fly on to there. I'm going to continue to fly, so I lose a dice.
How many sets of olives are there in that town?
There are 6.
That's 6.
Okay, 5, yes. So I needed a 4, so I'm fine. Now I'm going to take a gamble here. So I'm going to not go down the olive route. So I'm going to continue to fly on. So I need 3 by the look of things from 4 dice. So there we go. I'm trying to use the mono's faster speed to try and get a bit ahead here. Oh, did roll this one. Okay, so it's only 1 there. Roll this one as well. Oh, sorry, I've set it to the wrong thing. It should be a roll. Where's the roll on this? Oh, it was a roll. Okay.
It was a roll.
It was a roll. So, oh, yeah. So it was a fail, but it was an explosion, wasn't it?
No, it's...
Only 2, and I needed 3. Okay. So I will use. I've got 3 universal spare parts here, which I'm going to use 2. I'm taking the cubes yet, so I'll just take 1 cube back. Yeah. So I pass. Move on.
So I'm going to swap the maps, so you have to go backwards.
I thought it wasn't going to be a dirty race. Okay,
I
1, 2, 3.
couldn't resist that card.
Okay, so I'm going to drop. I'm going to press on again. So I've got 3 dice left to get 2. Oh, hang on a minute. Just had a thought. Wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, that's a pain. Okay, I can't do that yet because you haven't got any cards yet. I haven't got any victory points yet. So I'll keep an eye on you. I'm warning you. Right, we'll go again. There we are.
You used to pour your fuel, aren't you?
I will have done. So maybe I am landing next turn after all. So that didn't work very well, but basically flew around in circles for most of that turn. Okay, that's it. That's my turn done.
Okay. So my particular pilot's speciality, Marco Florentina, he's always got lots of extra options. So I get to have 4 cards at any one time and to draw 2 every round. So first thing I'm going to do is play this card. Extra options. Play when on the ground. Store any 2 spare parts here to use as you wish. Discard when empty. So that's obviously a good thing to start off with. So I'm going to take an extra flying spare part and a takeoff spare part.
Okay.
Put that there. So I am now going to start off with a takeoff test. So I have 5 dice. Where's the other dice gone?
That's load over near me, I think. No, yes. Over here.
Yeah. So I'll just. I only roll 3, 2 of them.
Well, you were taken off, so you got 3 or 4 symbols there. So
Anyway, so I'm already in the air. Okay. So that's me on the way. And then I'm going to fly on. So I have 5 dice again. And I'm looking for 2. And I've only got 1. So I will use a card for that. There's another swap the maps, but I'm going to use it for its flying symbol. So the cleaner version of using that particular card, because I'm a nice person. So I have passed that. And I carry on.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go again. So I now have 4 dice to roll. And what am I looking for? I am looking for 3. No, I'm not. I'm looking for 4 flying symbols. I've only got 1. That's not very good. So.
And an explosion as well.
Yes.
What are you going to do?
What am I going to do? Well, I have a flying symbol here, 1 spare part. I have 2 more here.
Yep.
Take those 2 as well.
Well, that's your 3 then. That's your 4 then.
And that's my 4.
Okay, so you fly onto there. Are you staying put or are you carrying on?
No, I'm staying put because I am going to go for some olives if there are any left.
Right, okay, so we now check the weather.
I get to draw 2 cards because of
Have
my...
a quick look at the weather situation. We are easterly wind, which means it actually goes, it should be the other way up that course, so it's actually going leftwards down the course. So what we'll do is we'll just move the ones that we can see, and then I'll just deal in a new one into there. Oh, cool. I'll take the bottom one of those, so I'll click that one again. Okay then, so that's the weather, so now it's back to James.
Okay, so it's looking a bit cosy on the third card there. So
I'll just keep the olives. I wasn't bothering, but maybe I will now that I'm there.
I think I'll go forwards and then land. So
So
I need.
you're not going to pick up any olives then?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
That's not a town, is it? It's just a field.
That's just a field, an olive grove, basically.
But it's where you can get your town cargoes to go and deliver, basically. Your Tenny.
Okay, well, I'll fly on. So I need 2, and I've got 4.
Yep, your flying is 4, yep. And you need 2, yep. Yep,
got my 2?
sufficient. Yep, so on
Yes.
you go.
And now I'm going to try and land here. So I need 4 because I've got
You got the
Just
goggles,
got
so
one
you
weather.
can ignore the one weather symbol there. Yeah.
So
4 to get 4.
Let's get 4. Yeah.
Sounds risky.
a bit. I did it somehow.
Yep. So you're down safely. So you get a fuel cube back for free. So I'll pop that in for you. You get the first land points, so you have that. You could deliver a mountain cargo, but there isn't any there, is there? But there isn't any actual passengers or cargo on those mountains, is there? So that's all that you can do basically is grab the 4 points and things. Yeah. Okay. So it's over to Helen next.
Okay, so I want to try.
Oh, sorry, could I grab a card?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Sorry about
Do you want me to look away?
that. Yes, please.
I'm hiding from the card.
I'll just have a look at it.
We shall see if Helen continues to be the honourable pilot.
Okay. So I'll play this now on Helen.
If you've just drawn it, you can't play it. Oh, sorry. Is it a dirty trick?
Yeah, it's a dirty trick.
Okay, you
So
can play that
a
anytime.
flying machine has 1 less dice for all takeoff tests until completing a repair and scavenge action.
Hang on.
Didn't last long, this did it? This concept of a peaceful game. So, actually, the one we should be targeting is actually, is Jane, really, because she's winning.
This is why you don't play with 2 couples.
Okay.
Yeah.
Immunity. Play to negate a dirty trick just played against you.
Okay, so that just stops that from in effect. Yeah.
So I've stopped that.
No, you.
What? Maybe I won't, though. Maybe I want to be an honourable pilot. Okay. So I'm going to, I think, so 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to land here.
Okay, so landing for you, a maximum 2 on the terrain. It's a field anyway, so it's only 2. Nothing on the weather, so it's 2 to land with your 5 dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it 5 dice, or do I get? Oh wait.
The 2 thing there means that the terrain can be no bigger than a 2.
Right.
Yeah, but it's only a 2 because it's a field. But in the mountains and the water area where it's 3s and 4s, for you it's only a 2. Yeah, to land and take off there. But you still get your 5 dice. 5 dice to get the 2. Yeah.
Okay. Let's. Oops. Select all of these then.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
So down you go. So you're the first to land in your helicopter, which means you get that 1 point there.
It'll probably fall through.
I'm going to put it over to the side, I think, there. You get a fuel cube back for free.
Yay.
Which seems... Cubes at least behave themselves. I suppose they're bigger than the... and you can grab 2 things. So a passenger and a cargo, or 2 cargoes. Got, 1, 2... Passenger takes 2 spaces. Cargo, you only got 1 spare space. And you could throw
I think
away...
I'm just going to take... Actually, I was going to say I'll take a cargo because it's worth more, but I get more points for the more passengers, don't I?
Yeah.
So I think it's quite equal, it's slightly better. So I will. Sorry, I shall discard a landing.
Okay.
Pretty okay at that. Yes.
Yeah.
So I've now got another passenger who's joined. Okay.
Take off now if you want.
I think I will, yes. I'll take off.
This could be the world's first helicopter passenger service going on here.
Yes. So 5? No.
You're taking off 5 dice to get, I think just 2, isn't it? Yeah, just 2, yeah. There's 2 on there, yeah.
Yes, okay, I did it.
Right, so you're back you're up in the air.
That's
that
the end
is
of
the
your
end,
turn.
end of your
So
turn. You can draw a
take
card and so on. Right, back round to me then. Well, that all went a bit wrong. I have no fuel. So I think I'm going to. So I'm not going to go very fast unless I get a bit of fuel. So I think I'm just going to have to go for a landing. Which at least it's a field. So I'm getting 3 dice to get 2. I've got 3. Yep. So I get down safely. I'm just going to get fuel back for free. Okay, I'm going to. Let's have a think here. I'm contemplating. I might as well go. Having said I wasn't going to go down the olive route, I think I might go down the olive route after all that. I'm going to have 2 consignments of olives. Yeah, there we go. See if I manage to get these delivered or not. Then for my second phase, I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3. Yep, a repair and scavenge action.
To get all your fuel.
Well, I'll only get 2 back, don't I? Unfortunately, because it's only 2 resources in the field.
Oh,
But I'm 3 away from the airfield, so that's not so bad. Right, I shall. Right, so now it's over to you, Jane. So
okay.
take a
So
card.
the first thing I'm going to do is play this Reserves of Luck card. Play to take 1 luck token to use whenever you like. So I'll just do that, and I'll just have a luck token. So luck tokens, for those you people who are not familiar with them, they're very useful. If you just failed any test, you can just play a luck token, and you normally only get one when you've had a really hopeless turn where everything's gone wrong. You can't just normally choose them. So I'll hang on to that luck token for later.
Yeah.
And I will now look to land. So I'm looking to land here, which requires 2 symbols, and I have 5 dice.
Alright, yep. So where are we now? We're just there, yep. Okay.
And I only needed 2, didn't I, to land? So I've got 2. So that is fine.
Okie
So I'll
dokie.
land here. Now I'm going to go into the olive business big time, I think, which could be a risk. So I am going to move that takeoff symbol over there, and I'm going to pick up 2 lots of olives.
Okay.
Which is as many as I can take, isn't it? Oh, and my olives have just fallen through the board.
Okay.
They've both fallen through the board. I have 2 lots of
I know
olives.
you've got 2 olives. Yeah.
And they get to the zone.
Got to work with Tabletopia's support. Okay, so that was a landing, wasn't
So
it?
I did a safe landing, so I get a fuel back.
Yeah.
And I'm now going to take off again. So I have 5 dice.
Yep. So I've got 1, 2, 3 that I'm seeing there. You only needed 2 anyway, so you're in the air.
And that's it.
And that's you done. So now we're over to James. Yeah, it's his first player again, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
So let me just check the weather. So towns, we're irrelevant because we're not there yet. So now it's your go, James.
So I'm gonna. There's not really much point in me repairing because we're getting to the middle airfield, aren't we?
Yes. I mean you haven't got any damage. I mean you've 3 fuel. So no. I mean nothing much to be gained really. But you could rearrange your spare parts because you've got a spare space inside the cabin, haven't you? So you could push a part across to there. Yeah.
Yep, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take off. So it's so I disregard the weather, and I just need 3 to take off.
3 off your 4 dice.
I realised how silly it was that I picked the the water cargo rather than the mountain one at the beginning just automatically gives me -1 point for no reason.
Well, if you land on the Danube, you can get rid of it, and there's bonus points to be doing that. So.
And you're in a seaplane, so it's easier for you.
Okay, so you've got a total of 5 or so takeoffs, so you're in the air. So are you flying on?
Fly on, yeah. So it's 4 to get full.
Yeah.
So 1. Look away.
Oh,
I know it seems to be happening when James says he's looking at his
I'm
cards.
going to automatically pass the flying test.
Okay, so that's fine. Get rid of that.
So fly on,
Yeah.
and now it's 3 for 4. But I do have a spare part, and I have other things as well. So I'll give it a go.
oh, it should
Yeah.
be fine.
um, I have 1. I can use my drop of courage, can't I, to get like up to 3 extra dice.
To buy extra dice, yeah.
So I'll get 1.
Okay.
So I've got 1, and I need 4. So okay, I'll buy another one.
Okay.
Are these one-offs?
Yeah, good. Okay, I'm on 2.
Yeah.
I'll discard this card, and I'll get rid of my spare part. And
Okay.
for some reason, it was really hard to get to full. It's a bit disconcerting.
Okay, so you're now over the airfield, so presumably you're leaving it there.
You didn't need to do both of those things because you already had 1, 2, 3 there.
No, that wasn't the dice that we used.
Okay,
It was just that.
that's
Sorry.
fine.
So yeah, I'll draw a card as well.
Draw a card. So then we're round to Helen.
Just waiting for James to be done with his card so I can have vision again.
There you go.
Okay.
Helen has not gone into the olive business. She's gone into the passenger business.
Right, so I shall fly on.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 4
You have
because
4
of my extra.
because of your wing design thing, yeah. Or new helicopter blade design, I suppose it's going to be.
4 in order to get 2.
4 to get 2, yeah.
The reason I'm fiddling about, I'm trying to get these things to stop on top of my board because they were all there and then they suddenly decided to fall through.
I got 2.
Okay, so
No.
you move on to there. So
Yeah.
now you need of 3 dice, you would need 5.
Ah. Okay.
You do
Let me
have
have a look at my cards.
Yeah, have a spare part and 2 fly manuals things, so not too bad, but
I'm just going to play this now, even though I'm going to go off this space, hopefully. So I know the region, so
yeah.
it takes 2 less
Takes 2
symbols.
less. So you need 3 off your 3 dice.
Okay, I think I'll go for that.
Yep.
What are you trying to do?
She's trying to fly on from this mountain.
Oh, flying on, yeah.
Yeah.
One, 2, and then I use my spare part.
Okay. So
I'm
move on
running a
to
bit
there.
low on the spare parts.
So now you're down to 2 to get 4.
Ah. We are getting a bit risky here, but I could get rid of 2
Yes.
of the terrain, which I think I'm going to do, because obviously in the middle airfield.
You don't have to
Not
discard
okay.
those until you roll the dice first, because you might be lucky on the dice rolls, won't you? So
Oh yeah, true.
you
Okay.
never have to discard things until you've rolled, and then you can decide.
So
So you've got 2
rolling
dice.
2 dice.
If you
Yeah.
do this, it would be like incredible.
Would you be
I
impressed?
would be amazed.
There's a 1 in 36 chance, you know.
Come on. Ah.
Well, you got 2 of them.
Ah.
So you
I
need
thought I
2.
did it.
Imagine.
So yeah, this is So now you are going to have to use your flying thing unless you've got any cards.
I really thought I did it.
So you can use your fly manual as well, yeah?
Yeah. So that's you done, aren't you? Because you took off and flew.
So your fly manual's
Can I
already...
take off that turn?
You took off that turn, didn't you? Did you? Were you on the ground or were you in the air?
Sure.
I thought
Actually,
You were in the air.
You flew and you
I
took
was
off.
in the air.
You are right, so you can go for a landing. Yeah.
Yeah, I can land.
Yeah.
So you've used the rest of your fly manual, haven't you?
Yeah.
Just
No, only one. Only one.
Okay.
Only one, okay. So
Not taking my card away.
trying to take 1 cube away at the moment. There we are. Got it.
Okay.
Okay, so you go for a landing. You need a a 1 off your 5 dice.
I don't get it now.
Imagine.
There you go.
Just loads of really improbable rolls.
That would be really annoying. Okay. So,
This will push me
Was it
further.
last week or was it the week before that you had a spectacularly unsuccessful roll, which you rolled about 7
Oh, yeah.
dice and got...
Four of them are explosions. Yeah.
hey, that was good. I've landed very well.
Oh, you're very well. So you land. There you are. So you get away fuel cube back for free. Actually, you went how many spaces? 1, 2, 3 anyway. So effectively, you use up 3 and then get 1 back. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You can deliver both passengers.
Woohoo!
You get your 4 points. I'm going to put them over here because we know that. Yeah. So I suppose we put. Do you want to put the passengers there as well?
Passengers over there as well.
Okay, and you could grab 2 things. There's more passengers, and actually those 2 passengers you get 2 bonus points for. Remember, 1 each.
I do.
So let's give you 2 more. Is that 2? That's 2, isn't it? There we are. Looking good so far, and of course you've got to the airfield, so these are you're going to score at least. So you can grab 2 things: 2 passengers, 2 cargoes, 1 of each. You could also change equipment. Oh, we should lay another one out here. If you wanted any. The damage repair.
Okay,
kit.
yeah. Equipment wise, could I have a catapult and I'll replace
Fly manual.
my manual.
Okay, so I'll get rid of that coal. Get that out of the way a minute. Just put that over there. It's at the bottom of the deck, effectively. Okay, and what are you going to do for cargo and passengers?
So I'll get a passenger. It's unlikely I'm going to get to that.
Yeah, you'll either get to the town or to the airfield, wouldn't you, in order to deliver this?
Okay. I'll go for.
There's no negative, of course, with passengers. So,
1. Oh, you know what? I'll take both.
yeah, play. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Take a gamble. Okay, so you flew and you landed, so you'll be able to refuel and get spare parts next turn.
Yeah.
So that's you done. So you're drawing a card. All right, back around to me. So I'm going to go for a takeoff now, with my 4 dice, needing a total of, I think is it 2 there. Sunny weather, isn't it? Yep. Just check what I've got here. No, don't need any of those yet. So let's go for this. Oh, what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 takeoffs. I am in the air. And I'm going to go for flying with my 6 dice. Let's go grab a dice over here. Hopefully there's no swap the maps left. So
James is going to try and figure out how to actually get some
1,
relevant
2,
points
3.
this turn.
So that's
Yes.
3 of 2, so I'm fine. Lose a card down to 5 to get 5. Okay, that's okay. So I've got lots of spare capacities here. Oh, that's no good. Let's try it again. 5 to get 5. I get 1, 2. I get 5, no problem.
Remember with Sheila Dawson, by the way, James, every time you're on the ground, if you move her spare part into their hold or somewhere, as you take off again, she grabs another
bit.
Part.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's always good to do that with it when she's on the ground. Make sure you rearrange things so there's a hole there. So whenever you take off, she just gets something straight away. Right, 4 to get 4. And 1 only. 2 I got. So I will use my universal spare part.
Which is your particular pilot's thing.
I know that's my actual piece of equipment, but also the Russians got lots of universal spare parts as well. So I use one of them as well, and that needs me passed. And hey, I'm going to score something at least because I've got to the airfield. Took off, flew along, so that is now up me down to 3 dice, wouldn't it? I'm going to go for something here. I'm going to go for a trick manoeuvre. So 3 to get 3.
And as with last week, when we get to 25 to 8, we will then say that we've got.
Okay, I needed 3. I failed. Okay, that I might take that, because actually
you're going to crash land.
I'm going to crash land,
and that will mean that you will. Well, have you catastrophically?
No, I've failed. I'll take damage, but I've got something to do. I can do about that. So I'll have gone 1, 2, 3 spaces that turn. So all my fuel's gone anyway.
Well, hang on. If you haven't catastrophically failed, you're not going to land, are you?
I catastrophically failed. Yeah, I did catastrophically fail. So, but now I'm gonna test the land though. So, 1 that needed off 3. Yeah, I can do this without this being a bumpy landing. What do you think? Only 1, but that's enough. Right, I'm down. So I sort of snuck in using the trick of failing a test, taking some damage, but that does mean I can grab that. I don't have any passengers. I don't have anything else like that, but I get a fuel back for free. So I was in the air. So no, I took off. I took off and flew along. But I can do a. Am I going to grab anything? There's a bit of cargo there, but it's not. No, I'm used up. The only thing I think I will do is I'm going to get rid of my universal spare parts because I've got. That's used up. Shove that over there somewhere. And I'm going to damage repair kit. Just check fast repairs. Discard. Okay, I don't need damage repair kit, so I'm going to go with the armor plating. Yeah, we'll go with the St. Christopher. Means I can't catastrophically fail test, doesn't it? Yeah. All zoomed out here, so I'm going to zoom in here. Right, so I think that is me done. So over to you, Jane. What are you going to do?
Okay, so there aren't many points left on that middle airfield, are there?
Yeah.
There's none? Well, there's cargo.
There should be... Yes, because Helen took... No, there should be 1 there, shouldn't there? Because there's 2 of us that have got 1 of there. No, there's 1 sunk through the thing. Because there should have been a... you got the... There should have been a 7.1. Helen was there first, wasn't she?
Yes,
yeah. There should be the 3.1, which is this one. And the 4.1 I had, and Helen should have a 7.1. So where did that go? I'll sort that out in a minute.
James isn't happy about that.
Anyway, what I am going to do is I could
probably do it with separate.
Fly on, first of all.
Yeah.
So I have got 5 dice to do that. This is 4 there. I need 1 more dice from somewhere.
Okay, why are we...
And as I said, in terms of timing, when we get to 25 to, we'll have 1 more turn after that.
Yep. That we normally do. Umpire gets to the end of the wicket. We get 1 more over.
Right, how many did I need to fly on? I needed 2, and I've got 3. So that's fine. I will fly to there. And then I want to fly on again.
I'll grab that one.
So I have 4 dice this time.
Sorry, Dad.
Sorry.
I've sorted out my 7 points there.
You got 7 points, yeah. Okay. And we'll sort out. We'll sort out who's next when we get there. So what are you doing then?
So I'm flying on again
Yeah.
with 4 dice.
Yeah.
And I've got 5 flying symbols, which is more than I need for that. So
Okay.
I'm
On
getting
your
to
fly.
here.
Yeah.
And now I am going to land because I was in the air to begin with.
Yeah.
So I will land. I need 4 landing symbols. I have got 5 dice. I've got spare parts. I've got all sorts of other things. So I shall.
Okay.
So I've got 3 there. I needed 4. So I will just use my spare part for landing. So I am down safely in the square. So
Right.
I will pick up the 4 points.
Yeah.
I will also deliver my
Mountain cargo.
mountain cargo. Okay.
Okay.
So
Well,
there's 4 points under the board. I'll deliver my mountain cargo, put it there.
yeah.
I have got a card, quick turnaround. Play one on the ground to immediately fully refuel. Oh, I don't need to do that, do I? Because I only used 1 and I landed safely, so I'd have got the 1 back anyway.
Yeah.
So I won't bother using that. But I will use the efficient crew. Play one on the ground to take any 2 spare parts, providing you have space to store them. So I do have 2 spaces because I used a spare part and I've delivered a mountain cargo. So I will pick up a landing spare part, put it over here, and a flying spare part which I'll put over here.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's probably it for my turn. I'll just draw the card.
Okay. So we check the weather. The weather changes over the Danube. There. So let's just change that like that. Which is a bit of what's that? Bit of cloud by the look of things. Right now it's James again.
Okay, so because the middle airfield's been fairly sort of cleaned out,
There is a 3-point victory point thing on there. We left it just because we somehow managed to lose the 7.1, but there is 3 points on there, just in case you who was the first to look.
there's a 5 point on the water one next to it.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
two.
probably just worth me, and I've got a water cargo as well, just sort of going there.
Yeah. Yes.
So I'm gonna fly on. I've got 4 for 2, which is very doable.
That's the 3. Okay.
So let's give it a go.
Although you'll use this 3 point there for that.
Yep, I got my 2, and
Okay.
I'm gonna land as well. So it's
So you're a
4.
seaplane, so you get 6 to land in water conditions. But there's one more difficult in this because a big wide river or something. So it's actually a 5 to land, but you do have 6 dice.
Okay. So there's 5 there. Just looking for extra dice. Oh, there we go.
Right.
So I got
Got
1,
4.
2, 3, 4.
So you would
I
need
think
1 from
get rid
somewhere.
of-
Yeah,
get
you've
rid
got
of
one
the
on.
1.
You've got 1 on the sheeder, so that's fine. So you land safely, so you get the 5 points. The 2-point one's there for anyone else that lands. You get fuel back for free.
Mhm. I should have
And
taken 1 off, shouldn't I? Because I stayed in the air and then did 2.
Yeah.
you actually were over the airfield, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you only went 1 space and then landed. So that's so you're fine. You're on 4 at the moment. So you could, if you wanted, pick up. There's a 1-point cargo, is it there?
Yeah,
That's all.
you have to take to the final.
You have to take it
airfield.
to the final airfield, so it depends whether you think you're going to get there.
No. That's fine. I mean, can I like drop my passenger off and not get any points for it?
Well, you just don't get any points. You can't. They can't. They won't get off though until they get to a town or an airfield. So
Okay.
you're basically stuck with them.
Oh, no.
Can't abandon them in the river. Go and get out. But no, you won't get any minus points. It's the
But as you
cargo.
take off, remember, you will automatically get another spare part.
Yeah, that'll be next turn.
Shield or
Yeah,
something.
that'll be
Okay.
next turn. Right. So now it's Helen.
Okay.
So this is your. You can take it off. So you get a free repair and scavenge action. So you can get a fuel. You get 1 fuel back for free.
Yeah.
And then 3 other things, which could be fuel and or spare parts.
Yes. So I think I'm gonna go for that then.
Yeah.
It's a phase, isn't it?
Yeah. It'll. No, you get a free one on the middle airfield. So you don't have to use a phaser for this. So this is part of your takeoff, basically. Yeah. So
Okay. So I have 2 passengers currently, don't I?
You do, yeah.
So I've put a fuel automatically, and then I get 3 more. You said.
You get 3 other things, so there can be fuel or spare parts. You only got 2 fuel at the moment, of course. So
Yes. So hang on. These are from the ones that I discarded before, so I can bring them back, can't I?
Yeah.
Without stealing anybody else's.
yeah,
I'm going to get that one. So I have a spare part for flying and taking off.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then, so that's 1. And then can I add 2 more fuel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go, a bit healthier.
Okay. So then you take off.
Yeah, so I have
Excuse me,
5
please. Yeah.
here.
And you're only needing 2.
Trying to find dice. Okay, over by the middle airfield thing.
Actually, you only need 1.
On to take off.
I
Yeah.
only need 1.
So that's fine.
Well, we hope. Yes.
Yep. So you're in the air. That's your first thing. Well, the only option you would have had, of course, would have been use your catapult launcher, but obviously you still got that for another turn. So now you're going to fly on, are you?
Yes, I am. Okay, yeah, I'll just fly on. So I have to get 3.
3
I have
off 4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get rid of that extra one.
That's 1 there.
Okay.
So you got a spare part, so you need 1 more from somewhere.
You
The-
could burn a couple of
cards.
fuel. You could burn 2 fuel.
yes.
Let me have a quick look at my cards. So look away, James. Oops, I accidentally took some of my points up there as well. It's fine. I'll put them down in a bit.
What's up? Is it?
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna use this for the symbol.
Yeah.
The card I just put down on the map.
Yes.
And then I'm going to use the spare part that I have as well.
Okay.
And I'll just pass that.
Right. So on you go.
Okay.
So you fly on.
Get rid of that card.
So now you would be down to 3. Or you'd be down to 3 to get 3, wouldn't you?
3 to get 3.
Or you might just go for a landing. Obviously, landing for you is pretty good because it's 1 more difficult. So
I can't go for a landing this turn.
No, you can't. No, you take off and no. It's just whether you would do next turn or not. But yeah.
I'm going to go for it.
Okay, so you can leave it there, are you? Yeah. You're going to go for fly on. Fly on. Yeah.
I'm going to go. Yeah, go for it.
Right. So 3 off 3.
So let me know. Would you look at that?
3.
Yeah.
You get away with
great.
it. So
there we go.
so you fly onto there. So now you'll be down to 2. Well, we need to flip the weather over in these 2 places, don't we? Oh, we've got lightning storm there. So that would be 2 dice to get 4.
I might leave it there.
Okay. Seems
So
fair
my
enough.
2 fuel down.
You are 2 fuel down, yes. Okay, I am going to... Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my free repair and scavenge action, but actually, before I do that, I'll play fast repairs, which means that I can get rid of that damage that I've got, so it doesn't go into my score thing. So that just gets discarded. Then I'm going to do my free repair and scavenge actions, so I will get 1 fuel back for free. And then 3 other things. I'm just going to take all fuel on that. And I'm going to go for a takeoff. I have what is it, 4 dice. I'm over here to get, what is it, on the airfield? It looks like a 1, so nice sunny weather over that airfield. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Let's go for that again. And I get 1, 2. Hang on, I was blinking out. Not a single takeoff thing. Yeah. So what do I do? Hang on a minute.
Well, you haven't. Oh, you have got a catastrophic.
I have got a thing.
You've got to
Actually,
St.
I've got a St. Christopher. So before, so it means I can't catastrophically fail. But I'm going to be passing this one way or another. The first thing I'm going to attempt to do is to re-roll the explosion, just to see if I can get that 1 takeoff thing. Nope. Look at that, 4
But at
flying
least you've
things.
got rid of the explosion.
Okay,
now.
so that being the case, I'm going to use Contagious Look. So what happens is I take a luck token, which I'll burn straight away to pass the test, and then give 1 to somebody else. So I'm going to give 1 to James. There we are.
What did you get?
He's got a luck token.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you.
Because
because he does
Contagious
need
Look.
a bit of it, doesn't he?
Contagious Look is I get 2, but I've got to give 1 to somebody else. Right, so I'm in the air by using my Contagious Look. I will then try and fly on. So I'm on 6 dice to fly with. Needing, what is it, 2 there? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on we go. And then, well, there'd be 3 there, wouldn't it? Off my 5 dice, I'm going to push on. Ignore the...
So if I don't deliver my water.
Ah!
Oh dear! Look at that.
What happened?
I've got 5 explosions. That's not possible, is it? Okay, I'm re-rolling all of them. Actually,
How
is
did
it
you manage that?
You can only reroll 2, can't you?
I can only re-roll 2, isn't it? Yeah.
Just imagining what that would look like in the actual air race. Just a ball of fire or something.
What happened there?
Okay, so that's a 2. What did I need? I needed 3, didn't I?
So could you
Okay.
re-roll 2 more?
I
of
could
them?
re-roll 2 more of these. Dear me. What are the odds? That's just 1 in 6 times 1 in 6 times 1 in 6 times 1 in 6 times 1 in 6, isn't it? Whatever that is. Okay, there we are. Fine. Whew. Okay, moving on. Okay, that'll be 1 more dice gone down, so on to 4 dice now. And there would be a 4 to get 4. Oh, actually, I've got 2 spare parts. Okay, fine. Well, we'll give it a go anyway.
After that last thing, you think you've used up your catastrophic things for a bit.
We'll see. Okay, that's only a 1, but we don't.
But no explosions.
I've got 3
so you
spare
just,
parts.
So you just stay put. And you
I would just stay put, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my 3 universal spare parts from old Vladimir here himself. Yeah, which means I pass on to
You
there.
used all your fuel up now.
Not yet. That's only 3 spaces I've gone. Yeah. So 1 more dice. So then I've got 3 dice left to get 2. I'm going to go for that. And I get 2, which is there. So that's take off, fly along. All the fuel's gone. But basically,
How much do we score for delivering the olives, by the way?
there was on the things What are they? 3 each? I can't remember if they're 4 each. They're on the. Yeah, so zoom in on them. They are 4 each. Okay, and that is the end of my turn. So now it's you and Jane.
Okay, so I am on the ground, so I need to take off. So I have 5 dice. Oh, the dice just disappeared through the table there. Not helpful.
I should draw a card, shouldn't I? Yeah.
Okay, so that's lots of takeoff symbols. So that's fine. I'm in the air.
Just a time check. I wasn't sure if you're aware, but we're currently 1 minute to 25 to.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
So I'm going to fly on. So it's James's first person, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to fly on.
Yeah. Yeah, she's still not actually at the first at the thing airfield yet.
Well, I will be in a moment. I've flown on.
Yeah.
Right, so that's not brilliant. I will use my lady luck to re-roll everything,
Okay.
because that was not great. Okay, so that's 4.
Okay, I shall play Lost on you. Now's the time for a dirty trick. So a Lost, a fly machine that has just passed a flying test must test again to fly on.
Okay, so
With 1 less dice, of course, because you already tested once this turn.
but it's still the same phase, isn't it?
It's still the same phase, yes.
So that's 2, and I will use a lucky locket
Okay.
to re-roll. Those 2. Okay, so I will instead use lucky locket again. That's better. How many did I need?
You needed 4 and
4.
you've got 4, so you're there.
Yeah.
So you managed to get to the airfield.
So I'm over the airfield, so I shall fly on. I've now got 3 dice.
You were on, what did you start with? You started on 4, so you're down to 2 dice now, because you've done 2 flying tests, haven't you?
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 dice then.
Yeah.
And
2, you needed 3.
I need 3, so I shall just use that symbol on there in order to fly on.
Okay.
I took off, didn't I, at the beginning?
Yeah. So you've gone 2 spaces so far, I think. Yeah.
So, time-wise, I'm not going to get realistically to the final airfield, am I? Because I'm only going to have 1 more turn.
Yeah.
So I may as well just stay there, I think, because I can't land, can I?
You took off and flew, didn't you? Yeah. So it's 2 fuel used. Okay, so this is the final turn of the game then, yeah? Check the weather. We are over fields, where I am. There is a weather change. I didn't check what it was already. So it was snow on the Hungarian plane. Over Budapest. And now it is a bit of cloud by the look of things. Right, so James, it's your last turn.
Okay. So, there's not really a lot I can do because I'm on the ground. So, I think I'll just take off and then.
You try to do a trick maneuver or two, perhaps.
Okay. So I'll take off. So I need 4 with 4.
Uh-huh. You get 6 to take off because it's water conditions. Anyway, you might have enough
Yeah,
anyway.
that's 3.
So you get 2 more dice. Yeah.
So I've got 3, and I'll discard my spare part.
Okay. So you're in the air. So
Then, how do I do a trick maneuver?
So you do flying tests. So you need 2 to do flying tests here because you can all in the weather. You've got 4 dice. So you do 4 dice to get 2. You potentially get 2 trick manoeuvres here if you pass the first one. So you roll 4 dice to get 2 symbols, and then you'll be rolling 2 dice to get 2 symbols.
Okay. So I'll roll 4 dice, hit 2 symbols.
Yeah.
So I've got 2.
Yep. So that's 2 bonus points, which I'll give you. And then you can do it again if you want on your final 2 with 2 dice left to get 2. So you have to discard
Okay.
2 dice when you do a trick maneuver.
I'll try that as well then. I don't know what's happening there. There we go. I'll roll them individually. So I've got 1. I'll use my lucky locket, can I?
Yeah, you drop a courage, yeah, to buy an extra dice, yeah.
Okay, and I got another 2.
Okay, so that's another 2 points, and that's basically it done. You can draw a card just in case you get something you can use.
Okay.
Just give you your points.
Um,
And we're then at right, so now
very
it's
helpful, to be honest.
Helen's
So-
final turn.
Yeah, okay, so
So you could do again to the town or the airfield, couldn't you? Because you've
Yeah.
got passengers.
I really played this one all wrong. I should have landed on the middle airfield, not gone onto the water square.
Yeah.
okay, so if I fly on then, because that's what I
Yeah.
do with doing. The catapult only works when you're on the floor, doesn't it?
Yes.
I just catapult midair.
You can't catapult midair now. It allows you to take off and fly along for free, but of course if you land, you're not going to. Doesn't give you an extra phase. It just means you take off and fly along for free.
Yeah.
So if you're on the air at the moment, James could have used the catapult to take off, fly along, and then potentially land it. Yeah. Anyway, what you
Oh,
can do-
sorry. Okay, so I'll just fly on.
Yep.
I'm just having a quick look at my cards. Okay, right. I shall just try to fly on then. So
Okay.
I have.
You have 4 dice to get
In order.
4.
Okay.
You've got
Okay,
2.
I only got 2.
So
So
you got any cards? You could use. You've got. Oh, you used 2 fuel, haven't you?
I have just realised that I didn't get a card at the end of the last turn. So I only have
Okay.
2. Would I be able to
Yeah,
just
still draw 1. Yeah.
see if it actually does anything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, okay then. Give me a second.
Yeah, I got my tactics all wrong this time. But I suppose having done so well in the previous 2 races,
Yeah.
sooner or later you're going to get it all wrong.
Okay, I'm going to re-roll any dice not showing the correct symbol.
Okay.
So I can re-roll
It'll
3.
be 3 of them. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
There we are. So you get to there, and now you will be down to 3 dice to get 2.
Okay. I'll do that.
Because if you can get as far as there, you can then land and deliver your passengers, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, 1. And then let me have a quick. Can I? Is there literally any option?
It would have to be spare parts or what's on your cards, because you only got 2 fuel left, haven't you?
Yeah, no, I don't have any.
Okay, so you're not out of the things yet, because you were in the air, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you failed. That's the end of that phase. You've got a second phase, so you now would be down to 2 dice
Right.
to get your 2, because you can always have another fly test as a second phase, as it were. But you count the previous goes, as it were. Yeah. So you're down to 2 dice to get 2.
Okay, but then I won't be able to land, will I?
Yes, that would be the problem. Yeah.
Ah. So I can't. Oh, okay. That's annoying.
Yeah, no, I think you've had it, unless you've got anything else on the cards. You probably can't do much else, can
So
you?
you could just land where you are and just grab that other.
Yes, you could. You could land where you are, because at least you're getting the wall. It's 1 point, but I mean.
I'll do that then. I think. Yeah.
So landing for 5 dice to get 2.
Okay. Shall roll them then.
Yep.
Yep, there you go.
So you go down, you grab the first to land
Yep.
thing, and that's basically it done, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so my final turn is going to be landing with 3 dice over here.
And having said you weren't going to take the olive route, you're the only person going to deliver any olives.
Uh-huh. I only got 1. What did I need? I needed 3 there. I got 1 spare part. Do I have anything on my cards?
Yes.
1 dice down to 1 dice. No, can't do that. So this is going to be a bumpy landing. So I go down and don't get the first land markers, but I do get a damage. And I land, but I can deliver my olives. And that will be them delivered, but I can't. I've only got 1 more phase, but really there's nothing much to do with it, so I'll leave it there. So,
repair and scavenge.
well, yes, but there's nothing. That's the end. I'm no more turns of the game, is it?
No,
So there's no point. So I'll leave it as that. Just draw a card in case something.
Okay, so it's my last turn. So I completely got the tactics wrong. What I should have done is I should have landed on the middle airfield, which would have been at the end of last turn.
Okay.
If I'd landed on the middle airfield, I would have been able to deliver my passenger. I have various cards that would enable me to do things on the ground, and then I would have been able to make a run for the olive thing. But I didn't do that, so all I can really do now is, first of all, I'm going to do a loop-the-loop. Now let me just, this card here, the loop-the-loop card, is extra points on a flying test. So a trick manoeuvre is a flying test, isn't it? So if I manage to do it well, then I will get that. So I will do the flying test, which is I need 2.
You need 2 off what you having. You got 4.
Yes.
Okay, I'll play a moustache on that to reduce you to 3. Yeah. You got 1. And it's a catastrophic failure.
Hang on, lucky locket.
Lucky lock it. Yeah.
Hang on, these were my 3. Oh no, is it, which 3 was it?
I think it was this one, that one, and this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I've got 2.
You got what? Are you trying to do a flying test?
Yeah.
So you got this dice, that dice, and this dice. With the 3.
There's 2 flying symbols, one on this one on this one.
No, hang on. These 3 dice here. This one, that I'm hovering over.
Yeah.
And this one, and that one, with the 3 you rolled.
Oh, there's 2.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So I will re-roll the explosion and the...
Yeah. And you're fine. You
Hang
did
on,
it. So
I know, I want to re-roll both because I get extra victory points
yeah.
for every... what does it say? Score 1 victory point for each symbol exceeding the number required.
So
That's
you
the
needed a
test.
2. You got 5.
Mm.
So you get 3 for that, and you get 2 for the 2 for the
Anyway.
for the actual trick maneuver.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's that one done.
And then I'm going to land.
Go for landing. Okay.
So that's how many dice? 5.
You need 4 symbols or 5 dice.
Okay, that's only 1, but it doesn't matter because I can play this safe hands to automatically pass a landing test, even if I've just failed it.
Okay, so you're down
So I
safely,
land safely,
which
so
means you
that
get
means
2 points, because there's the 2 points you get for landing on the Danube.
I
Yeah,
can also deliver my water cargo.
and that's it basically, is it?
That's it.
Okay, so scoring up. So I'll start with James. Let me we'll get to the score thing.
So I got. I didn't manage to drop off that passenger, so I've got 5, 9, got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points.
18 points.
That's a considerable improvement on your 6 from last week.
Yeah, there you got. Yes, that's right. You had James got 19 actually last time. So how much did you have this time? 18, was it?
18, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 was the first week. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Helen, what you got?
I got 18 as well, which is better than the 0 from last week. But I would have got quite a lot last week, I think.
Okay, Jane.
I got 5, 10, 14, 16, 19, 21, but I didn't deliver the 2 lots of olives, so that puts me down to 19 as well, doesn't it?
19, and Helen got 18, was it?
Yes.
Okay, 18, 18, 19. Okay, I'm on. Okay, yes, that's okay. So I got with 2 olives, so that's 10. 16, but minus 1 for the water cargo. Yeah. So I'm only on 15. So actually came the
I
worst of
actually
that one.
won.
So you won that one. I hadn't probably ought to have done if she managed to get that final passenger landing. That was
Yes,
the-
that's annoying, but oh well.
However, 75 for Jane, 62 for me. Helen's on 48. James on 43 now. And our pilot that went through was
Was Mario with the extra options, lots of cards.
yeah.
And what did actually win it for me was having those cards at the end to be able to just get some extra points and stuff.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So
Well,
that's
I'm
that one.
amazed at that. Well, there we go.
Well, it's pretty close, and I think Hannah's was most unfortunate there because I think just if she'd managed that one more space, she'd have been
Yeah.
on sort of 8 more points or something.
But overall, although we got further down the course, it was a low-scoring game compared
Yes.
to last month. So, yes, there we
There we
go.
are. So next week we are on for Venice to Madrid, the 4 of the, and then obviously there's the final race. We'll find out who the pilots are. We know 3 of the 4 pilots for the final race now already. And
Okay.
Athens, Venice to Madrid next week.
Right.
So
So I hope everybody's has a good week this coming week,
Yeah.
and we'll see you all next Sunday. Thanks
See
for
ya.
watching.
goodbye.
Bye. See you next week.